Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new AmITheA-Hole video. Oh my gosh, how you're doing? What is the tea? What is the Darjeeling, the Lapsang Souchong, the Scalding Hot Sun, the Earl Grey? What shall I say is the tea? The fan has returned. Now today, we're delving back into the world of AmITheA-Hole. I have not done one of these in such a long time, and we are currently live on YouTube doing this. So, next time, make sure you look out for my announcements on my social medias. If you missed the live show, I do live streams now and then, and we react to things live. But with that being said, welcome to the channel. If you happen to stumble across this video, my name's Roly, piercing button modification, LGBT weirdo here on the internet. Subscribe, have some fun with us, join the family, and welcome back to my returning subscribers. Let's not chat too much. Let's just get straight onto this. As always, social media links down below. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let's not beat around the bush wattly and get on with this. Reddit reactions. There. AmITheA-Hole was spending my son's university funds on a trip to Europe to drink beer like I always threatened, instead of giving his stepbrother after he passed away. What? Oh dear. Okay, should we do this one? That sounds a bit... Okay, it's not too long, it's fine, right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh god, they're chasing each other. My son was smart. Smarter than me. I almost requested a paternity test because he was so damn intelligent. That is a joke. Is it a joke? I mean, judging by the rest of the story, is it a joke? My ex and I divorced when he was about 12. She remarried when he was 14. I did when he was 16. I had RESP set up. What's RESP? What does that mean? What's RESP? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What does RESP mean? RESPCT. Find out what it means to me. Oh no. I guess it means like an inheritance thing? A college set up for him. Oh, it literally says right next to it. Keep reading, you idiot. That's an education fund in Canada. As long as he went for post-secondary education, he could use the money for anything. Even hookers on the side. Okay. I always told him that I was okay with him not going to university. That way I could use the money I had saved up for him to go to Belgium and buy some beer from Monks that that only allowed you to buy one case. He knew I was joking and he always played along. He wouldn't let me get his goat. Okay. Get his goat. Some of these words, I don't know. Silly Canadians. When he got accepted to McGill's, it was the proudest moment of my life. I took him out for a beer to celebrate his achievement and mourn the loss of my trip to Europe. You sound like an adult child. My son was struck and killed by a drunk driver in March. I'm dealing with it. My ex is dealing with it. My wife has been nothing but my rock through this. She is holding me up. God, here we go. Jesus. I was dealing with the funeral arrangements and everything when my ex came to talk to me about his money. She knew he had a scholarship and that he was just going to use the money for his living expenses and emergency fund. She asked me what I was going to do with it. I said I was going to do what I always said I would. I was going to Europe to drink beer. She asked if she could have it for her stepson. I thought about it and said no. Her husband is a decent enough person, but he made it clear that he wasn't responsible for any expenses for my son beyond food and shelter and stuff, obviously. Like I said, he is decent. I said I was not going to do that. I was going to go drink beer with my son in my son's honor. She said I was wasting thousands of dollars, and I guess I am. I have to give it back to the government portion of I have to give back to the government portion of the fund, but I don't care. My ex thinks I'm being stupid and irresponsible wasting my son's money like this. I don't care. My son would laugh his ass off if he knew I actually did this. Okay, so just at the start of this, I was like, oh, what is this? What Australia? Maybe the title was a bit... I think the title was a slight... maybe not misleading, but maybe not enough information. Oh my god. To me, like, can you give it to, like, my... Like, your... The thing is, right, I know family dynamics can be, like, annoying sometimes, but, like, you're not responsible for your stepson. Especially if, like... Is it his stepson if he's not... Wait, it's not a stepson, though, is it? Wait, what? I'm confused. So it's not the other mum. I've confused myself now. I don't think it's the arsehole. Wait, I've confused myself. For her stepson. Yeah, okay, yeah, your responsibility is not for your ex-wife's new family. Like, to even have that sort of discussion's a bit strange. The sort of, like, the nerve to go up to your ex-husband and be like, well, our son's dead. Can I have the money now for my other son that has nothing to do with you? That's really weird. That's strange behavior. Yes, that's why I got a bit confusing, because the stepson, I thought it was like his stepson also. I was like, well, that's a bit weird. No. I misread. I misunderstood. That was weird. Yeah, like strange. Not the arsehole. Not the arsehole. Absolutely not. I find it, imagine like, and even if like, you did have the nerve to ask the husband to do that, the ex-husband to do that. As soon as he said no, that should have been the end of the conversation. To be like, oh, and this is, you're being irresponsible. Like, what? Especially if like he was the one who saved up the money. If she saved it up, if they saved it up together or whatever, and she put money in herself, I would be like, okay, well, let her have her side and you have your side. If you did it all yourself, gout. Not the a-hole. Absolutely not. And yeah, I feel like the son who unfortunately passed away would probably be quite happy that his father is going out and doing this, like assuming they joked and had this thing between them this whole time. I don't know, it seems strange. Some people are just incapable of empathy. This is the thing, I find it strange because like it was her son as well that died, and she seems to be like, well, I've got another son. Give him the money instead. Like, what? No. Like, no. The entitlement that people sometimes have with children is if like other people have a responsibility to like help with their own children. Absolutely not. It's his money. He can do it. Well, that wasn't easy. That wasn't easy. This is the only problem when you go to ones that do well, because they always have like the general consensus already written on them. All of these are like not the arsehole. We'll do a couple and then we'll go back to ones that haven't necessarily been graded yet. So then we can have a little bit more what's like good go away. Why is this thing keep popping up? Oh, let's rehoming cat. Oh, God. Am I the a-hole for not being friendly with my partner's daughters now that they're warmed to me? What? Oh, God, here we go. Naughty people in the... God. As a Susan, I humbly apologise for all Susans. Susan Meyer, girls. Wasn't the person who played Susan Meyer in Desperate Housewives like an absolute bastard? Wasn't there loads of horror stories about her being like absolutely horrific to work with? Anyway, R.I.P. Susan, not the a-hole. Right, am I the a-hole for not being friendly with my partner's daughters now that they've warmed to me? Here we go. Oh, for God's sake, why does that keep popping up? I'm 42, dating Tim. Hello, Tim, who's 59. Oh, an age gap cradle snatcher. A widower. He's in banking. I'm a bartender. I know what it looks like. His two daughters thought the same thing, but he's broke as a joke, and I've got a trust fund, so actually no. That sounds like a job. He's broke and a joke, and I've got a trust fund. Scandalous. He's broke because his late wife got cancer 3 times. Oh, Jesus Christ. He ran up 6 credit cards, 2 second mortgage on his house, cashed out his retirement, sorry. Everything and anything to get her treatment she needed, and then to go to treatment enough to see both daughters married. Okay, wonderful. That's really lovely. Oh, thank you. Love you, Orange Cat and White Cat, sending money for cat treats. Absolutely. I will, Kate, I will take photos, and I'll be like, here's the lovely pussy treats. His daughters live 6-hour drive away. Okay, we drove to them for Xmas last year, and and the year before. They ignored me, dragged him away when he tried to include me, and prevented their husbands from making even small talk with me by talking over me. Year 1, Tim chastised them. They apologized to him, not me. They blamed the pain of seeing their dad with a woman who wasn't their mum. Year 2, they did it again. This year, I told Tim not again. He could go. I would never ask him not to see his daughters for Xmas, but I'll stay here. Honestly, fair enough. Tim didn't love that idea because me going with him means we can share responsibility of driving when his back starts to bother him. He hates to fly. His 2010 death trap is starting to go anyway. So I leased him a comfy luxury ride. Oh, my brother had a dealership. He called the girls super excited, and he'd be able to see them more often without having to worry about his back, who then blew up and accused him of spending their mother's money on a bullshit house and car to impress some bimbo bartender, and didn't offer them a dime for their weddings. What? I thought the whole point was they did, though. Wait, what? but he said at the beginning, he was like, they made sure the wedding, right? For God's sake, go away. In this ensuing argument, I came out that they assumed there had been life insurance policies, nor did they have any idea about the credit card debt and the second mortgage that the house was underwater on Tim. Or that Tim was looking at foreclosure and bankruptcy until he moved in with me. That's really sad. They're clearly selfish people. They did not realize it was my house, that he pays no bills, saved the water bill, man takes excessive showers, and shared groceries. Now the girls want my number. They are sorry I felt lonely at Xmas. They want to come visit and stay with us next year. Conveniently in the summer, I live near a beach. I've told Tim absolutely not about giving out can't read, sorry. Absolutely not about giving up my number. I'm happy to be polite if they come to visit Tim, but we're not going to be friends. If they had talked to me for even 2 seconds, they'd have understood. And I'm not shy about admitting the only thing I've ever contributed to my blessed financial state is not developing a crippling coke addiction like my cousin Danny did. Okay, what was that? Did you need to bring cousin Danny in it? Did you need to bring cousin Danny into this situation? Tim thinks I'm being too unforgiving and that they would warm up to me eventually, but knowing how generous I am, being with their father has made them warm up quicker. I maintain I don't care about how now or later they had their chance not to be catty brats over incorrect assumptions that I was wasting, was taking advantage of him. Can I say one thing? Yes, okay. There is an age difference between them, but like, it's not like it was like an 18-year-old with a 40-year-old. I'm a bit confused because when people say, oh, taking, like, when you think of like the sort of gold digger stereotype or whatever, I mean, like, you're taking advantage of this man or something, you see it more of like people who are just having 18 with like older people. I don't feel like if I was to see someone in my family dating someone who's a bit younger and they were like in their 50s, the other one was in their like late 30s, early 40s, it wouldn't give me that same vibe. I wouldn't feel like, oh, you're just using him for his money, because like they're still kind of adults, quite relatively close in age. I don't know. Does that... I turn to coke. Daniel. I don't know. I just feel like... Says not the arsehole. I do feel like there's a slight... I don't know. I'm actually a bit unsure, but I mean, I don't think she's an absolute twat, but I don't know. The daughters seem a bit stupid as well. They're quite... I'm assuming they're like relatively older now as well, acting a little bit childish. Danny's the real gold digger. Yeah, it's like the daughters are the ones that were trying to be the users at the end. They've made out as if like this new woman, his new, you know, partner is like the gold digger, whatever. And then as soon as they've found out there's money, all of a sudden it's like, oh, let's come, yeah, please, let's have a family reunion. The thing is as well, because everyone here is adults, there's less... I think if it was a young teenager who felt weird that their like dad had moved on and felt a bit insecure having a new mum, that makes way more sense. Because these people are older, it's a bit like grow up. And I feel like it's more common for people who are older as well to be able to be like, well, I don't want anything to do with you. When it's a child to be like, I don't want anything to do with you, I think it's a bit different because they don't fully understand the concept of, you know, adult life. If you're already adults and you're married yourself and you've got your own life, why do you care if would you rather your dad be like single? Like, would you, what? I don't understand that. That content guy, hello. Yeah, I don't understand, like, yeah, exactly. Poor Danny could have just said my cousin and stopped there. Why call him out? It's like one of those things that there's always like something else going on in that situation. She was like, right, how can I bring him into this? Danny, cool. Danny, cool. But I don't think she's the arsehole. I think she's the arsehole bringing in Danny. But in the whole situation, I don't think she's an arsehole. Lord looks like Daniel. Lord looks like Daniel. Silly. No, I think grow up. I think these daughters need to grow up. And they're clearly just being like, oh, I can get something out of this now. So maybe I'll be like, oh, hello, mummy. No, mummy, let's go to the beach. What about mummy's wig? Yeah. She's got a vendetta against Danny, absolutely. Everyone sucks. Everyone. Hey, Sarah, how you doing, Gorge? Yeah, everyone's sex. Everyone's sex? Everybody's sex now. Ooh, disgusting. This is a family show. Are you my new mummy? No, I'm a coffin. Silly. Ooh, hello. Hello, Richie. Rachie, how you doing, Gorge? Do I have ADHD? Do you need to ask that? Grow up. Anyway, should we carry on? Should we do the next one? Not the a-hole. But listen, I want one that's like not so depressing. I mean, ever tell my dad that we know making up for missing my high school graduation. I mean, for laughing in my cousin's face when she tried to stage an intervention for my drug use. Jesus Christ, no, I'm having drug use. Demanding my niece or her parents pay me back for $100 off perfume she stole from me. There was family drama. Danny's post. That was Danny's We've gone full circle. It's got the whole world up his silly Danny's eagles. Yeah. Please welcome to the this is a collab now. Welcome, Danny. Are we doing the intervention one? God, come on then. Let's do the intervention. Oh, geez, this is a big one, right? By the way, I have dyslexia, so if I read a bit weird, I do apologise. My brain doesn't work sometimes. Right, come on. Right. My name's Danny. I'm 27, male. Have a condition which causes me to overproduce earwax. Oh, God, what a horrible thing to have. I don't tell people about it because I was bullied for it growing up. Only my wife and parents know. Every other day, I have to put medication in my ear, let it sit in, then flush it out with rubber-tipped syringe. Oh, God, how awful I have to do with that all the time. Jesus Christ. This prevents ear infections, vertigo, permanent hearing loss, and worsening of my tinnitus. I've got a slight tinnitus. I've dealt with all of the things to some extent. Okay. So, I stay on top of my eardrop regime. If my alarm goes off when I'm with others, I go to the bathroom for 20 minutes, knock it out. If I don't follow my schedule, I will forget, so I can't put it off. 2 weeks ago, my mum hosted a family dinner. My cousin Cara, who's 37, saw me waltz off to the bathroom to do my thing, syringe in hand, and asked what I was doing. I said, just a minor medical thing. She kept pushing me, but I didn't want to say anything because it's gossip. Because she gossips. I told her it's personal and scooted past. When I left, she was standing in the hallway. She asked why it took so long and why the toilet paper didn't flush. Why the toilet didn't flush. I said none of her business. She said she didn't mean to offend. Imagine being this proby into it. What's going on? Like, imagine like what? God, like, just lay off it, sis. Last weekend, my friend called me to invite me out to lunch with some buddies. He said to meet up at his house so we wouldn't have to drive separately. I arrived at his house to find Cara and my friends sitting solemnly on the couch. Cara said they were here to talk about my problem and that they just wanted to help. I said there's no problem. Suddenly it clicked in my head what she was on about. I couldn't help but laugh a little bit out of shock. She asked what was so funny and I said, oh my God. And I said, first of all, why didn't you talk to my wife or my parents? She said she didn't want to involve my enablers, which would just make me laugh harder. She looked annoyed and said, what? Oh my God, what we're doing trying to help. I said that's all right by me. She stormed out. What? Danny, what are you doing? Danny's ear cheese. I explained to my friends. They knew I have a condition, but never pressed me on it. I guess when Cara approached them, they were all just lying. Obviously, I'd rather they know than worry about me being an addict when I'm not. I thank them for their support anyways. Cara had apparently reached all of my friends' by through social media. We all got a good hearty laugh out of it, which Cara must have heard because she was, of course, eavesdropping. She burst back and told me to tell them the truth, to which I said I did. My friends kicked her out. We went for lunch and I thought that was, oh god, it carried on. My mum called me yesterday and told me she had talked to Cara about the whole thing, and she explained. She said Cara was very upset with me and essentially called me an a-hole for not explaining and laughing in her face and embarrassing her. I said I was embarrassed and that Cara had no right to my info. She thought she shouldn't go around snooping and making assumptions. My mum still thinks I should apologize. Your mum's a twat. What the hell is wrong with your mum? What's wrong with your mum? Why is your mum being like, oh, you really should apologize to her? What? Come on, mum, stick up for your child. This woman was being an absolute bastard. Because it's live. I can't say, sometimes I can't beep things. I can't swear too much. I was about to say the F word there, no say. This is, what? I could not imagine at all, right? Someone's in a situation, okay? And you see someone go to the bathroom and they say, oh, I just need to go for, like, a medical thing, right? And if they're holding a syringe, he was holding, like, a medical syringe, which they don't look, medical syringes don't always, you know, they're not going to look like, you know, can I say this word? CRACK needles. Like, they're not, you know, they're not going to be like, oh, he's literally, like, injecting heroin into his veins. Like, they're going to look different. The fact that you would, just from that one interaction, get all of their friends together and be like, this is an intervention for your drug use. You can't have your parents here. They're your enablers. Like, if what? She clearly wasn't his friend in the first place. No, she's the gossip. Now, can I ask you guys something? Because I was talking, so one of my friends, Daniel, he's like one of my oldest friends I have. I've known him since I was, what, 10? 9? We've been friends ever since we were in primary school. And we obviously being friends together for that long, we had many different people in the sort of like our big friendship group. And there was this one person, she was called Rachel, and she's the one that outed me to everyone. And like, she was always, the whole way through our friendship in high school, there was like a group of 7 of us, and she was one of them. She was always a bitch. Like, she was actually just like horrible to all of us. But for some weird reason, we kind of just like kept her around. And as an adult, I look back and I go, we didn't need her for like companionship because we already had a good circle of friendship groups. None of us actually liked her. So why did we keep her around? Did you guys ever have just like this person in your friendship group that no one really liked, but she was kind of just like there? And like, you still invited her to the parties, you still invited her to things, but you just didn't like her. Like, I don't know, did you have this kind of thing? Yeah. It's really strange. Lord drop, she outed me. So, and this is the bad thing. She was the first person that I told that I was gay to. Like, I mean, Daniel knew. There was 1 or 2 people that were really close to me, but like, outside of like my immediate circle, she was one of the first people I told that I was gay. Mainly because me and her actually like dated for a while back in like, God, 2005 or something. And she then went and told every single person. She went around just telling everyone, do you know that he's gay? He's gay. Yeah, he's gay. But that's what I mean. But after that happened, that was the last straw that she was kind of ostracized from the group. But I'm glad that you guys all seem to be saying the same thing, that you had people. Yeah, because I don't understand why Yep kept for entertainment. Because she was, for us, it wasn't entertainment. She was just fighting with everyone all the time. Yes, sorry, Chloe, the secret is out. I am, in fact, a raging homosexual. That's not cool. No one should ever air out people's business. I guess the thing, and especially because you got to remember as well, when I came out, and this was all happening, this was 2005-06 time, so the attitudes around queer people were very different then as well. So being outed in that kind of environment was awful. Like, it's really messed me up for like a couple of years, being like sort of forced out of the closet when you're like 15, 16. It was quite scary, especially being in like the end of high school in 2005. Like, that wasn't a fun time to necessarily like be out. So yeah, it's insane that as like someone who was part of that, it was difficult. But yeah, I don't know why we just kept her around for such a long time. And like I've spoken to my other friend Hannah as well. She's another one of my school friends. We were all just like, we don't know why we kept her around because she was awful. She was just so horrible. I just don't understand. Oh God, we've got some 90s babies here. Yes, Beckett, I am a raging Mo. Oh God. Anyway. I know when you look at me now, you're like, of course no one's going to be shocked that you're gay. Got to remember as well, like, I tried to hide it as much as I can in school. So although you're seeing like the incredibly flaming person here, I was very different back then. Very different. God. Deranged. So, Peanut. Hello, God. Right. So I think, right, we've done a few on these ones now, right? Let's just go to... Best? What's best? Okay, best is good. So we'll just go hot. What's hot? Okay, so these are like the hot ones right now, and they won't have consensus already, because I think sometimes when you see the already general consensus, it can sometimes warp your view of things because you're going at it with a specific bias. So I was 4 in 2005. Oh God. I was 15. I'm an old bitch. Anyway, right. So this top one just says, right. By the way, since when did adverts appear on Reddit? Has adverts always been here? So this says, am I the a-hole for asking my boyfriend's mum to call me by my actual name? What? Okay. Oh, is it? Oh, I've just seen Asian. This is going to be a thing of like a racist parent being like, I can't pronounce your name. Okay, right. Okay. I 30 male have a name that in English speaking countries is usually gender neutral nickname. Oh, okay. Think Alex, Charlie, Frankie, etc. I'm half Asian, and in my country of my name's origins, it's unisex. It's a unisex name that isn't short for anything. Oh God, so it's not even what I was thinking. It's going to be something even different. Since I first met my boyfriend's 46 mum, 70s female. What? Oh, your boyfriend's 46. Do you know, this really confuses me. I really wish people would word this differently and not put, since I first met my boyfriend's 46, my mum. I wish you would say, my boyfriend who's 46, my mum is her 70s. This always really confuses me. Maybe it doesn't confuse other people, but as maybe it's just because dyslexia. When I read that, it confuses me. I'm like, just say my boyfriend who's 46, whose mum is also 70. When it doesn't like that, it makes my brain go weird. So the boyfriend is 46 and the mum is 70. Right. She has repeatedly asked what my name is short for. I have told her it isn't short for anything, and different languages just have different naming conventions. But she keeps asking anyway. She also makes other relatives comment. Oh, she almost other related comments, sorry, that make me uncomfortable, asking where I'm really from. Oh, God. And that doesn't make sense for me to have a name from a country A if I am really from country B. That is... Jesus Christ. Okay. That she hates the trend among young people of having gender neutral names, and I must have a proper name she can call me. I've talked to my boyfriend about it, and he says he gets why it's uncomfortable but doesn't want to bring it up because she wouldn't understand. I've started clarifying what my name is and I'm asking to leave it at that because I'm sick of answering the same questions every time. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. The ignorance of some people to be like, my understanding of the world, where I come from, it completely overwrites any other culture, any other language, any other any other ethnicity, any other, like, it's just obscene. It's just absolutely obscene. You are so boring. Last time we saw her, she greeted me by calling me long version of my name, Alexis, instead of Alex. I didn't say anything, but my boyfriend laughed, assuming it was a joke. However, she continued to refer to me by this name, despite mine and my boyfriend's corrections, until I eventually snapped at her to stop. I am usually polite in trying to divert these kinds of comments, but being referred to by a Western name really pisses me off. And I said something like, can you stop this bullshit with me, with my name, please? I've had enough of it now, and it's effing racist. She got really upset, saying she couldn't believe I would speak to her like that. Oh, of course, yeah, Karen is the victim. I left the table and my boyfriend shouted after me to come back and apologize. Dump the boyfriend. He's always going to be a mummy's boy. This is going to run through your entire relationship now. This is a huge red flag. Dump your boyfriend. And I went outside to calm down. Eventually, my boyfriend came outside to tell me to apologize for swearing and calling her racist. No, bin him. Bin him. I said I would apologize for swearing, but I shouldn't have to be been disrespectful. You shouldn't even apologize for swearing. I think you were very polite, to be honest. I shouldn't have been disrespectful. But I wasn't going to apologize for calling her what she is, racist. He said she doesn't see it as a race thing and that just finds my name a little funny. You can't find it. You can't. I cannot. Well, this is such. I'm gonna let my mum get away with anything. This is absolutely horrific, and this is like literal the definition of being racist. I mean, like, mine just find your name a little funny. That's what. What? So I told him to forget it. I was going to drive home and he could get an Uber by himself. I left by myself and he came home later. I apologized for leaving without him. No, don't apologize for leaving without him. He made that decision. And he said he understands why I was upset, but I need to apologize to his mum because she's really hurt that I called her a racist. Well, don't be racist then. The easiest way is not to be called... Newsflash, everyone. The easiest way to not be called racist is just to not be racist. I said I hadn't called her. I said I hadn't called her a racist and that I wanted to apologize. What? I said I hadn't called her a racist and that I wanted to apologize for swearing, but I didn't want to apologize for saying that what she was racist. I think that was a what? I said I hadn't called her a racist, but you did. I think that was a bit confusing. What? Because she still keeps doing it. However, I'm worried I'm wrong to be so stubborn. No, because my distinction between saying something racist, being racist feels kind of pedantic, and because she keeps phoning my boyfriend to tell him he shouldn't allow me to talk to his own mother like that. So I'm an a-hole. You are not the a-hole, and this is maybe. Thank you, Santa. This question is not a subject, but I really have once a long time not want to sing more because you really. Thank you. Yeah, I used to make lots of singing, but it just takes a long time. It just takes me a long time to make songs, so I haven't done it for ages. Oh, she's saying what she's doing is racist, not that she's a racist person. I feel like, is that much different? Because even though she's been called that, and that's been said to her, it's like, okay, if someone has said to you, like, people can make mistakes and things. People can have not understanding, and when they're told something, that's when you can go, okay, I wasn't realize what this was doing was considered maybe racist. I'm slightly ignorant. Like, I apologize, makes a remark. Like, everyone makes mistakes. Everyone can do things and go, like, do you know what? It's not even just about racism, about anything, like bigotry, you know, xenophobia, homophobia, transphobia. Like, some people might make a comment or something and not realize what they're saying is like a microaggression or just something that they might not completely understand. And when someone tells you, it's like, this means this, so I'd rather you not do it. That's when you go, okay, I apologize, and it won't happen again. If you continually do it afterwards, you're making a choice to do it at that point, and you are what the person is calling you. So, yes? Can you hear her? Yes? Oh, it's Mrs. Longitudes this time. Miss Lingos. Mrs. Longitudes. God, she is so multi. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, I can feel it on my face. Oh yeah, her name at the moment is Mrs. Longitudes. So yeah, if you keep repeating something after someone saying to you that this is like transphobic, xenophobic, homophobic, like any of these things, and you continually do it, you are that thing that they're calling you. So, and I also feel like this boyfriend is a big red flag. When your boyfriend doesn't stand by you, trust me, this is going to happen again. This is going to be a repeated thing. that happens in your relationship. This isn't a new thing. This has been going on for a long time, and he has witnessed everything. And if he's this sort of like, this is a bit of a misogynistic thing to say, but some people say things like, oh, they'll say like, oh, you're whipped. You know, they'll say to a boyfriend, oh, you've been whipped. And you're just like, you're beck and call of your girlfriend. This is almost like a different version where I'm not sure. Is it not? I guess it's Mummy's boy. Sort of like Red Gazebo, where it's like, he's whipped, but his mum's got him. Like, the mum's got him around the leash and being like, no, poor me, I'm not racist. I just continually did something that someone said I was being racist for. So, no, not the asshole. Vile, vile, vile. Vile, vile, vile. Yeah, this is a huge red flag. Red tent, red gazebo, red circus tent, the red planet. What, is Mars is it Mars the red planet? The red planet. Well, I'm new to your channel. I love watching you while I crochet plushies. Oh, that's so cute. What are you working on at the moment? What is it, like a character or just like a general teddy bear? Is it space or anything? Does Mummy still change his nappy at 47? Oh my God, Monica, absolutely. I remember, I'm not going to say who it is. It's someone I know, their boyfriend. I didn't realize how awful that they were until they broke up. And he was in his mid-30s, and he was still like, thanks for subscribing, and he was still sending his washing for his mum to do. You're in your mid-30s and you can't do your own laundry. Like that is obscene. I just couldn't imagine it. It's these, yeah, sometimes these people get too, it's like sometimes I actually have a I have a video coming up very soon. There was a thing in this, and it was a mother saying about how much she like loves her son, and she couldn't bear the fact that her son would like leave her and like get married and move away, and it's that sort of like obsession. She wasn't just like saying things like I love my son. She was saying I'm in love with my son, and it's like, oh God, that's a problem. Like, that's the kind of thing where you see, like, will you now kiss the bride? And then the mother stands up and beats the bride, being like, no, don't take my son away from me. Like, that kind of, wow, that's scary. And Mr. Globby's is down here now. He's actually relaxed a bit more. He's here. Hi, Mr. Globbins. Anyway, yeah, not the a-hole. Not the a-hole. Unwell, absolutely, Jackie. Unwell. Not mama's boy. Boy mums. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Absolutely not. I'm working on a cat. They're working on a cat. That is very cute. A little crocheted pussy. Oh, that is so sweet. I love a cat. That 2 cats here, girls. Oh, my God. I have some, like, kind of not, I mean, it's not sad news, it's kind of just like annoying, only because you mentioned my cats, because I just saw our cat sitters and now have to get rid of them. I'm not going to Japan anymore. I was meant to be going to Japan in April, and unfortunately the whole plan got completely destroyed because I stupidly didn't think about Easter. And so me and Callum were meant to go to Japan together around Easter time. Like, it isn't Easter, but I like, as someone who does social media as a job for such a long time, and before that I worked in retail, so any sort of like holiday season never happened for me. And he's doing it full time. It doesn't happen anymore because, of course, I'm like, I don't think about weekends or anything because like every day it can be kind of what I want. As long as my work gets done, I can kind of do what I want. So I stupidly planned to go to Japan during April, and all the flights were like $2,000, and I was like, oh, I didn't think it was gonna be that expensive. And then also, because I've got like Virgin Red, and I've saved up for my points for years, and I was gonna use my points for flights and stuff, and I couldn't even afford that with that. And I was like, oh. And then Callum was like, shit, all the hotels and everything are gonna be so expensive, because he's been in Japan loads recently, so he's been able to find really cheap places to stay. But it was like, God, it's Easter, so the whole trip was just been completely stupid. So yeah, unfortunately we had to postpone it until the summertime. So we're doing it now in August, which in a way probably could be nicer because it's going to be summer, so it'll be lighter, it'll be warmer. So although I'm kind of upset that I'm not going like next month, I'm kind of excited that we'll have it in summertime, where I guess things are going to be more open, I suppose. It'll be a bit warmer. So yeah, that's the thing. It was cherry blossom season as well, because that was kind of why we were doing it. I wasn't even thinking about Easter. I was thinking of cherry blossom season. But yeah, I'm very excited. But I will get to Japan. I'm going to get there. It's just going to happen in August instead. And yeah, we're going to go to like Tokyo Disneyland. We're going to go to Universal, do all the arcades, do all the kind of stereotypical like touristy things about like trying to go to arcades and go to the Pokemon shops and all that stuff, and I'm gonna spend an obscene amount of money. But yeah, two grand. It was cost just for like return flights for like just basic economy seats, and I was like, no, I can't justify spending 2 grand just on a flight. I was like, no. Anyway, yeah, I've heard that Japan can get very hot in the summer. Absolutely, I have heard that. It's fine. I've got lots of long sleeve stuff to protect my skin from the sun and all that shit. But yes, it was 2 grand just for like return flights, and that was like, it wasn't even that was just literally just like economy as well. It wasn't like first class or anything. Like, I wish I'd have a first. The first class was like, I jokingly looked and it were like £5,000 each way, and I was like, no, don't be silly. Stupid. Anyway, to carry on to another one. God. Right. What is this? Would I be the a-hole if I told my husband he is bathing wrong? What? I don't wash my booty hole because the water does it for me. What is this? What? Oh, this is really short as well. Okay, this is a short one. Oh, size matters. Right. Okay. Would I be the a-hole if I told my husband he is bathing wrong? I, a 31-year-old female, and my husband, who is 31 male, has been together for 2 years, but have known each other for about 20 years. He has been complaining that his side of the bed smells and his towels smell. Oh God! I'm very diligent on changing the sheets every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks? I change my bed sheets every week, like once a week. Every 2 weeks feels like a long time. I don't know. We were always brought up to change the bed sheets once a week. If you change your underwear once a day, why are you not changing your bed sheets more? Every 2 weeks, if not every month. Oh, every month, once a month. Wait, I'm very diligent on changing the sheets every 2 weeks, if not every month. I could not imagine changing my sheet once a month. Am I misreading? It's Danny. It's Danny. Anyway, and wash towels diligently as well. He doesn't use any loofah or washcloth, or not the family cloth, or washcloth to bathe, and just uses hands with a bar of soap. I've been told that could be why he sweats and he doesn't smell great. I'm trying to figure out how to say it nicely without being mean, because I know it can be hurt. He could hurt his self-esteem. Oh, hurt his self-esteem. Grow up. Would I be the a-hole if I gave him a loofah or something and said, it's because you don't use this kind of stuff when you stink? Or am I wrong altogether? Well, do you think he smells? For people saying change the sheets more frequently, I try. I have a disability that makes things a little difficult, so I help tend to nag when I needed to. That makes it even worse. If she's got a disability that makes it difficult, why is he not always just doing it? You coming back, Miss Lingros? Come here then. She brings her little like pom-pom ball up. This is her little pom-pom ball. Go on then, Miss Lingos. Go on then. Ready? Go get it. Oh, put it back to myself. Right, go on, ready? I'm going to open the door for you. Ready? Miss Lingos, go on in. And she just completely ignores it. The family cloth. So. I just don't understand. You are 31 years old. I don't understand how you don't know how to wash. Like, we talked literally 2 seconds ago about men who don't know how to fucking do anything because they get too, I don't know, everything gets done for them. But like, I have several disabilities, but I still change my sheets once a week. I just think well, that's the thing, Holly. I just think sometimes it's like, could he not do it? Like, what can he not change the sheet? But if the thing is, do you not smell it on him as well? Like, do you not? But what? How do you not, like, wash? 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 Thank you for subscribing. Wash! Does she wash up? She never cleans up. Does she scrub her asshole? No. I meow to your babies. Meow, girls. I don't meow to them. I'm not crazy. I'm sorry, I'm just like so perplexed by this. The idea, because I always make jokes about how like straight men don't wash their assholes, so I think it's gay. And then I see things like this and being like, you don't know how to wash your body. Do you have sex with this man? Like if he's, the thing is, when it comes to a bar of soap, right? You can use soap to wash yourself, obviously you can. But like, there has to be something else that helps you do it. Like you literally just getting the bar of soap and like doing this and just rubbing it over your body and then like putting it in your hole, because that's gross. Like you want to, he's smell maxing. No, stop it, vile. No, you can retract it all you want. I saw that somewhat classy. You got it. You were too slow. I saw that. Oh, now he's sorry, he's pheromone maxing. Is that it? No, too late, somewhat classy. I saw that before you got rid of it. Where's my fan? Where is it? Clocked! Oh, God. Anyway, that was funny. You made me gigs. Yeah, I'm so confused. Usually, like, this whole thing about you'll upset him. I'm sorry. Like, sometimes people just need to be upset. Like, if you're going to get upset because someone says you need to scrub yourself better, then you need to grow up. You're a fully grown adult. It's very different if they come up to you and said, you're ugly. Like, obviously that's very different. You're being told that, like, if you're moaning about a specific thing, you can't be then, like, get really defensive and upset because someone's telling you the answer to the thing that you're moaning about. Like, I don't know, but it just seems so out of touch. But you're in bed with this person for all the time. Do you not think he's like, do you not also go, oh, he must smell? Because this is my thing. If you were with me and we were sharing a bed together, I would feel no, maybe I'm just a bastard. I would feel no shame or no kind of like nervousness of just telling you, you need to wash yourself better. Because if I have to suffer, I'm not going to like sit and be like, oh, I'll just deal with his pongy ass. Like, no. God. No, yeah, the fucking ass soap. Face down, ass up. That's the way I scrub my hole. Like, no. Oh, God. Absolutely not. And he probably doesn't, like, clean his genitouche. Like, are you having sex with this man? I'm so, like, I think because I'm not to the stage where it's like a phobia, but I definitely have some kind of ick when it comes to dirt. Hence why the stuff I do on the internet, why I'm so obsessed with like hygiene. I am so funny about dirt and germs that if I could not be with someone or be around them if they stank. I just couldn't, like, it would trigger me too much and I'd make a panic attack. I'm so funny with dirt and germs because all I think to myself is this is my biggest thing about a lot of this. If I see someone who is actively like a bit dirt, like if it's like, if you're happy for someone to see you specific areas dirty and gross and smell bad, what are you like where people don't see? Because it's a little bit like the on camera, off camera. If you're happy to be like a bastard on camera, you're worse than that off camera. So it's just one of those things of like, I don't know, I'm really funny with dirt. I'm like, no. No. Just give him a nice bath bomb. Soak his hole in the bath. It's worse than sleeping with a partner who snores loudly. Oh my God. So, you won't mind me saying this. My friend, my friend Scott, he's the bald guy with the big beard. He is a really bad snorer. And like, obviously we go to like events, things together. We're going to DEF CON again in the Netherlands in the summer as well. But we have to share a tent and things. And half the time I have to like, just like, hit him with pillows and being like, shut up, stop snoring, because he snores so loud. It's so bad. Scott exposed. It's not a secret. I'm not exposing some secret thing. He'll happily tell you. But yeah, I'm always just like, can you be quiet? Silly. Anyway. Should we do another one? Right, we'll do one more. What time is it now? Okay, we're actually over. We normally change. But just do one more, and then we will go to words. We will look for specific words. So let's go. I'm just quickly scanning through. I really want like an arsehole one where people will go like, you are an arsehole. We've had like, all of them so far just been like, not the arsehole. Is there a thing that goes to arsehole? No, there isn't. There used to be like an option here where you could click on the side and it would be like you specifically look for ones that have arsehole in it, but we couldn't, I can't, this seems to have disappeared for some reason. Let's do a wedding one. We've not had a wedding one yet. We were, which is quite long, isn't it? Right. Right. Am I the a-hole for changing my mind about my sister being my maid of honor? Oh, it's because she slept with the groom, slut. I, 25 female, am getting married in about a year and a half from now. We knew when we got engaged it was going to be a long engagement, as did all of our friends and family when I got engaged. My sister, 19, immediately jumped into the wedding plans and told me she was going to be my maid of honor. I told her explicitly that I had no interest in making wedding plans because at the time of the wedding, 2.5 years away, yeah, that's fine. And she would refuse to... And she has refused to right up till now. She went let up till now. She had made fun of ideas I liked, and outside of the wedding we clashed a lot, especially on aesthetic styles we liked. Well, it's not your wedding. Be quiet. Why would you? We are polar opposites in style and interest, even down to the way we dress. We both rather die than dress like one another. Dramatic. Where I might be an a-hole is I should have let her know right away then and there that she wasn't my maid of honor, but at the time I wasn't sure how serious she was being about it and had zero plans. I didn't expect to be told who my maid of honor is. Fair enough. Tonight she betrayed me for not making... She betrayed me. I've been betrothed. Tonight she berated me for not making plans yet, to which I told her I would start when it's a year away. Also... like, who are you to tell me when to plan my wedding? Absolutely. She ignored everything I said. My fiance and I were very intimate, want a very intimate, chilled ceremony with a super fun reception. All we care about is being fun and memorable. She scoffed at cheap catering ideas, pressured me into going wedding dress shopping when I told her I didn't really care about the dress. I finally told her that she had to split the spilt? I finally told her that she may have to split. Oh, she has to split this duty because she couldn't afford to throw any of my events. She called me a brat that I couldn't fund my bachelor's party. What? I couldn't fund my bachelorette party. She lost it. That I had promised her this. That she's always dreamed of being a maid of honor. Do you know what's so funny? It's when I see M-O-H, all I see of like as a hardcore music lover, it just makes me think of Masters of Hardcore. Someone's like, she's always dreamed of being a Masters of Hardcore. Stupid. Anyway, grow up. It just feels like all she really cares about is being on Masters of Hardcore. She doesn't care about my day or what we want, just that she gets credit. I don't want to have a plan. I don't want to have to plan my wedding with my sister, but her concern, but I'm concerned that I'm in the wrong. Am I the a-hole? Oh, main character syndrome. Like what? There is like edits here. Some seem to be confused why I brought up money. The only area I'm concerned about my bridal shower, bachelorette, while I can fund these things, other bridesmaid and family would refuse. My sister is unemployed and due to her mental health, very likely won't have a job by the wedding, at least not for pays enough, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I don't really care. Yeah, I don't think she's the arsehole. I could not imagine. It's almost like the bridesmaid is like, I'm the bride. This is my wedding. He was buying it for me. It's all about me. There is something about weddings. There are some things that happen in life that just make people go doolally. Are you two like... They're currently chasing each other. Are you chasing him? Are you being naughty? They're chasing each other. That's why. Sorry. Yeah, there are some things that happen in life that make people just go doolally. The wills and people dying, that is one thing, and I've learned from personal experience that makes people go insane. Wills, money, house, like all that kind of shit getting split when like someone dies, that makes people go doolally. Weddings make people go a bit crazy. Like there are some things that people, and I don't know what it is about weddings that people just go into, and they really want to just like interject their own things into someone else's like special day, and then all of a sudden they'll be like, oh, you're just being a bridezilla because you said no. I was the maid of honor at my sister's wedding. Okay, when she got married back in 2013, she's divorced now with a woman. But when she wasn't a lesbian, my sister got married. They had a wedding. Him and her husband. Can you guys calm down, please? As I'll close you out the room. You're being a bit annoying now. Sorry, they're running around my feet. We're gonna have to close you out the room if you don't calm down, because you can't run in and out of my wires. They did this before once. They knocked my camera over when I was filming. If you run, I will have to put you outside, naughty babies. It's okay when I'm filming, because I can stop when I'm doing a live show. I'm like, no, I have to keep going. Leaping lesbians. Yeah, there's 3 of us. So there's 4 of us. There's my older brother, my older sister, and my younger brother. And 3 of us are part of the LGBT. We've got a G, we've got an L, and we've got a B. The gene pool was strong in my family. What was I saying? Yeah, the when she had a wedding, I was maid of honor, and there were 1 or 2 things, especially the groom's mum, shall I say. I don't give a shit. All bastards, they're not even part of the family anymore. Like, she was absolutely annoying. She was going around, she was putting things, like putting decorations up that my sister didn't want. She was changing things. She was putting like bunting around places. My sister hates things like bunting. She's never liked all that stuff. And she was putting on like banisters and stuff. And my sister was starting to have like a panic attack, because like the mother-in-law was being so overbearing in the wedding, being like, we have to do it like this. And she was like, fuck off. Like, it's so annoying. I remember that I was really stressed out. I had to take my sister out, and I was like, look, you're gonna have to, I was like, you go sit over there and I'll deal with it. And of course, like, I fixed everything that needed to be. I took down all this fucking bunting and I was like, go away. But there's something about weddings that people seem to really get involved with in places that they shouldn't be, and I don't really understand why. Can confirm my aunt broke into her deceased sister's house to check the will. Call a locksmith and all. Jesus! Flipping hell, red flag, absolutely. I mean, she's divorced now. That all happened, and that was years ago now. All that happened, all that mess. But now she's got a new girlfriend, and they live together in London. It's lovely. They just bought a house together actually, and they've moved in together. So it's all like very lovely lesbian lifestyle. Yeah, I don't understand. And personally, for me, I mean, I would like to get married probably at some point, but I'm not someone who wants to get married in like a church or something, or I don't really want. I hate formal wear. I hate formal wear. So I want people to be dressed as like fun things, and like I'm sure maybe obviously a wedding is you have to agree with your partner or whatever, but like I would like to have some kind of like fun themed wedding. Even if people think it's tacky, I don't care. Like my whole room is full of tat. I want like a fun sort of themed wedding. I don't want you all coming like just a nice suit. No, boring. Absolutely not. None of that shit. And I know some people will have a problem with that, but you know, don't care. Don't care. I think theme weddings are fun. I don't know. This whole, maybe it's because being LGBT, you tend to want things a bit different anyway. But just the idea of just having a very traditional wedding, it makes me go, ugh. No. I'd rather not get married if that was the case. My friend had a carnival themed wedding. That is fun. A theme. Am I gonna have a video? Yeah. It was like, I would always have more like, it would be more like a horror themed, like a horror. I would love to like, I don't know how much money it would cost or whatever. You know, we're talking in the future, like it's some hypothetical, but I'd love to have like a horror themed wedding where everything is like gothic, spooky, horror thing. But if it was going to happen, it would have to be good. It couldn't just be like tacky and like sort of just really cheap. I would have to like probably spend a lot of money, because I would want it to be like look legit and not just like a little skeleton put on the side. Do you know what I mean? But it would have to be like really good, because that's like that kind of themed wedding can go wrong and look quite tacky very, very easily. But I want it to be, if it was going to be like that, it would be like really well done. But under the bridge rave wedding, absolutely. Da, 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 da. Grow up. At least, yes, a horror. I don't know if I'd have a Simpsons themed horror, because I feel like my partner would be like, I don't think so. I've made up this thing now. I'm getting married to this person that doesn't exist. I'm marrying myself. Yeah, why not? Yeah. I went to a gothic wedding and it was incredible. We all had dress in black. I'd love to go to a gothic wedding. I'd love it. Luxury, don't tell the bride, please. Shall we? Yeah, should we do it ourselves? I'm getting married to Luxaria. Okay, why not? Right. Okay, so you can't see it, but I have the search bar up. Hang on, let me go back to the main screen. Right, guys, come right out now, please. Go on, get out. They're gonna moan now. They're gonna start meowing at the door, but they're running around too much. I need a single word. You need to give me a single word to search. Yeah, exactly. Banned from the room. Danny. I don't know if Danny... Incel. Danny. 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 What is it? What is it? I don't feel like Danny's gonna do anything. Would Danny do it? Because it's like a name rather than... Okay. Okay, sure. Right, come on then. Danny. Am I the a-hole for wanting to be called by my name Daniel instead of Danny? Oh, God. Right, come then. My name is Daniel, and I was born with that name. All my life, my family have called me Danny. It bothered me a bit, but I let it go. I didn't know how to stick up for my identity. Around 2 years ago, I started going by my actual name and correcting others when they referred to me as Danny. Danny is not my name, and I simply corrected them by saying my name is Daniel. Unfortunately, it's not really working, and my family keeps insisting on calling me Danny. All my little cousins keep calling me Danny as if it's a joke. They really don't care for Daniel. They really don't care for Daniel. And I just prefer to use Danny, even though I corrected them. Oh, and just prefer to use Danny, even though I corrected them countless times. I told them my name is Daniel, but they just don't really change at all. Personally, I don't think it's malicious. It's just what they have known me as. It's frustrating. And honestly, Danny feels a bit... what did I say? Demoning? Demeaning. There we go. Yeah, dyslexia. They all tell me I'll be Danny forever. And now it's becoming a problem in the family because everyone is sick of me correcting them when they call me Danny instead of my real name Danny. Why would you call your child Daniel, but then refuse to call him by the name that you named him? Like, what? What? I don't feel like I need to read the rest of this. I feel like this story's like ridiculously long for no reason. If someone says to you, please don't call me this, and it's like that woman earlier on we talked with the racist woman. I know this isn't really race to do with race, but like it's the same thing where you're forcing someone to be known or be called by something that they don't want to be called. You're never in the right here. If someone says to you, please don't call me this nickname, like they're fully within the right to be like, don't. What awful family. Awful family. I think in that case, I would actually just be really spiteful. And even though I like my name Daniel, I would go to the deep-hole name and be like, I'm changing my name to Keith or something, and be like, no, that's not actually my name now. My name is legally this, and this is my name. Disown the Flammit. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I'd be like, excuse me, actually, no, now my name is actually Keith, and you can't call me by Danny anymore, or Daniel, because that's not my name at all. Call me the family cloth. Oh, God. Should I look for family cloth? I feel like family cloth is not going to come up, but... Oh, family cloth. Am I for refusing to babysit a baby in cloth diapers? We're not talking about babies' cloth diapers. No, that didn't come up with anything. Right, we need a new word. What's the new word? Delisa, girls! The new word, not the family cloth. No, unfortunately, there's no family cloth here. I am not searching for bussy. Poop knife. No, we're not doing the poop knife. Absolutely not. We're not doing the poop knife. Rave. Wig. Foot. We're Centimaxing. Okay, sorry. What? Roommate might be a good one. That might give us a good one. That might give us a good story. Roommate. Okay. Okay, right, we've got things. So, let's see. For being naked with my roommate. What? Am I the a-hole for being naked with my roommate? Arsehole? Okay, right. Should we see? Right. I, 24 female, have a close friend, 22 female. I am also good friends with her brother, who is an 18 male. He had been desperately wanting to move out, so was I. We decided to rent a studio apartment before agreeing. Before agreeing to the roommates. Before agreeing to be roommates, I told him that I won't want to be modest now, and that I will be getting my own place finally. What? I want to be modest now, and that I will get my own place finally. So if we lived there together, he would end up seeing me naked a lot, and he said it wouldn't bother him. We won't do anything sexual to each other because we are roommates. And they were roommates. And because my friendship with his sister. I feel it's a bit weird to be like, I'm going to move in with your brother. Isn't that a bit strange? I feel like it's a bit strange to move in with your friend's brother. Is that not a bit weird? Especially your friend's younger brother. That's weird. Is that not weird? The whole start of that is weird. Me and him have been living together for 3 months now. We see each other naked multiple times a day. We walk around the lounge, and sleep in different states of undress. And we will both be naked getting ready in our bathrooms at the same time, often. I will admit a few times we have made sexual comments to each other. I told him I like his penis the first time I saw him naked. And I said, I have a great butt. But we know not to cross it any further at time the occasional comment like that. We are now super comfortable with each other. What? His sister stayed the night with us. His sister has seen me naked a bunch of times before. In the morning, she saw me walk into the bathroom naked while he was showering. She questioned me about it, and I said, we aren't concerned about nudity as we live together in small space and it's more comfortable. She got mad saying I am preying and grooming her little brother and betraying our friendship. Remember, he is 18. Cause I'm moving on up, moving on out. I'm not gonna say anything now. Keep my mouth shut. La 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 la. Going to the basement. Goodbye, see you later. I want a new word. Please type something in so we don't have to think of this now. I don't. Oh my god. Pickle. We're gonna do pickle. Yeah, pickle. Wow. That was a lot, wasn't it? Am I the arsehole for not wanting my pickles fingered? What the fuck is that? What? What is happening? What, this has taken a turn, hasn't it? Are you going to be good now? Are you going to be good? If you're naughty, you'll go straight back outside. Go on then. Right. Are you not wanting to get your pickles fingered? Right, come on then. Let's do the pickles. Jesus, how long is this story just for pickles? Throwaway account for obvious reasons. Yes, yes, Bertha. Right. My girlfriend and I get along great. Jesus. My girlfriend and I get along great. She's the most beautiful person I've met inside and out, but she puts pickles in her... I was going to say the C word. There's only one thing which I've considered considered a glaring flaw up to this point, and I'm bringing it to my case of court for Reddit to decide whether or not this judgment is fair, or should I start writing up my apology note and finding a box for her favorite chocolates right now. So, on to the issue at hand. I grew up in a culture where many of our foods are pickled. As most of you know, pickling as it means a food preservation, which is important advancement that allows many cultures to feed the masses that would have otherwise gone hungry. I love a pickled egg. I love a good pickle itself. I love pickled onions. I'm a pickled... I love it. I consider there to be a set of principles that I hold... What the hell does that... Sacro... I don't even know what this says. Sacro... Sacrosanct? I don't know what that says. Whatever word that means, I don't know what that says. For how to respect and handle pickled foods. Gherkin. I love a gherkin. Oh yeah, I love a gherkin, me. Now, there's a lot of pickled specific etiquette. All these pickles that I should genuinely be observed. But I'm a reasonable person and understand that my girlfriend should not be beholden to beliefs that weren't her own. Given this feels very deep for a pickle story. I really only ask for one golden rule to be followed. That is to never stick your bare fingers for any reason into the jar of pickled food. Why would you do that? That's really gross. If you've got like a thing of pickled onions, you get a fork and you don't put your fingers in. That's really... Imagine in any other circumstance, you're having a yogurt and you want, I don't know, maybe you want to eat like the chocolate bit that's in the yogurt. You don't put your whole fingers in the yogurt, would you? Just gross. Frankly, the whole thought of it grosses me out. We live in one of the world's major cities and do things like take public transport, use public restrooms, etc. My girlfriend is a real go-getter and, well, as always, on the move. As a result, she constantly running back and forth between personal and professional appointments. And this is useless information. I don't need to know all this. And she may not necessarily probably wash her hands. The thought of her then sticking her fingers into a jar of pickles, as for example, really bothers me because in my mind, it's not only taints the pickles she's eating, which is within her right to do so, but it also taints the rest of the pickles that I make. This is a very long way of just saying my girlfriend sticks her fingers in and I'm scared. I don't know why you're writing this whole essay for something that could have been like, this could have been a really quick voice note. I know it's irrational, it's not irrational and completely counter to actual benefit, pickling, blah, 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 kills germs, whatever. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I feel like my girlfriend asked them alternative foods, grabbing herself by pickled foods. So I'm just kind of skimming through this because I feel like it's just useless information. I mean, that's asking my girlfriend to change her behaviour and instinctively bothers me, even though, no, you're not the arsehole. Again, this was needlessly long for no reason. You are not the arsehole for wanting your girlfriend to stop sticking her unwashed fingers in food. Like, this is just not, like, a JPEG, exactly, JPEG, like, if she loves it so much, just let her have her own jar of pickles that she can fist, and then you have your own. But yeah, I don't understand why that needed to be so long. That was such like a long paragraph for something that could have been, my girlfriend's dirty, she puts her fingers in my pickles, I told her to stop. Am I the a-hole? That is basically like the Netflix version of an Am I the a-hole, where they've got like a story, like a murder story, and they're like, oh, watch in this 8-part series where we might just repeat the same thing over and over again for no reason. I don't have butter. I don't have Netflix. I don't know, they had such a really bad issue at doing that, where they would have like a story and they just drag it out for like 8 episodes when it could have literally been like 3. I don't know why they do it. It's so stupid. Absolutely. Yeah, just use a fork though. Just use a fork. Yeah, fuming girls. Anyway, can we have a new word? You're not the arsehole. We're not the arsehole. We need a new word. Give me a word. Give me a word. I can't do fist. Like, we're gonna get the most obscene things. I can't do fist. Finger. No, why are you being naughty? Rimmed? Okay, let's do butter. Let's see what butter brings up. Butter. Am I the a-hole having a butter obsession? I swear, like, I mean, my cats are loud anyway. They're being extra noisy. Lingo, what are you doing? What's happening now? You're being very noisy. Come on. Gee, I don't know why they're being so like loud. Right, okay, let's have some butter obsession, shall we? Oh god, here we go. Lurpak. Lurpak has brought like a vegan version that's plant-based, and it's so delicious. Okay, so to get this thing started, I just want to clarify that I'm not weird. What I meant by the title, okay, I've always liked butter since I was a child. I don't know why, but I just like the way it tastes and the texture. I mean, butter is like, I don't tend to use butter itself because it's got so many calories in it, ridiculous. But like, it does taste nice. I eat it by itself mainly. Okay, I don't eat it by myself. That's a bit much. And of course, I eat other foods. This sounds like my strange addiction. It's mainly a snack. I'm sorry, it's a butter. It's not a snack. That is so... Butter is not a snack. Butter is not a snack. A snack? Butter! Okay, I don't think you're an arsehole, but you need some help. Butter a snack. It's kind of weird, but it's just what I like. Sounds like a My Strange Addiction episode. It's never brought up any issues in my family growing up. They just found it strange. I'm sorry, if I had my son, right, and my son was like eating butter, I'd be like, you cannot just eat butter. That is so bad for you. Okay. This is not stage. But my girlfriend does not like it one bit. I'm on your girlfriend's side. She keeps on telling me that it's really gross and unhealthy. I get it's unhealthy, but I do work out at least 5 times a week. And I'm quite healthy, and I'm actually skinny, believe it or not. But she still doesn't... Can I say one thing? This fun thing about, like, just because someone is skinny, it doesn't necessarily mean they're healthy. Like, your insides can still be rotten if you're skinny. Like, there's more to it than just, oh, I'm skinny, therefore I can eat butter. Okay, believe it or not, but she still doesn't like it at all. I even offered to stop eating it in front of her, but she still does it. It feels like some like dirty little secret. Every time I buy some, she throws it away, and it just caused probably the dumbest fights ever. I told her that she should respect what I eat. You can't just eat butter. You can't just eat butter. Cholesterol humps. This isn't. It's so weird. I told her to respect what I eat, but that's no different to her liking McDonald's or Starbucks. She said I'm an arsehole for being stubborn and weird. I feel like I should be allowed to do what I want to do. No, look, okay. I don't think he's an I think AmITheA-Hole was a very extreme thing. Like, you're not an arsehole. Like, you're not an arsehole, but... I mean, that's the thing. You never know if some of these stories are real or not. You never know. But I do think you're an arsehole. But if this is, like... If this is a real story, Danny needs to stop eating butter. Like, yeah, I don't think you're an arsehole. But say this is real. You shouldn't just be eating butter. Like, don't just eat butter. That's not... Like, you shouldn't just be eating butter. Like, let's not just eat butter. It's not just... Like, do what you want, sis. But the idea of just eating... They love a bit of Anchor. Like, the idea of just, like, eating just, like, butter out of the tub. It's, like... What? What? It would be the same kind of thing as going and just getting, like, tomato sauce or something and just eating tomato sauce. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, other things that it would be like. Like, I don't know, making a cup of gravy and just drinking the gravy. Like, you know... I'm more concerned about your gravy levels. Hey, you doctors have been telling us to drink 8 glasses of gravy a day. Like, I don't know. That's the thing. Buttered Weetabix, if you use it as, like, what it's supposed to be, like, you're putting it on something, it's fine. But just to literally, like... Because the thing is, when you butter some bread, you're putting a thin layer of butter on the bread. When I think eating butter, I feel like he's literally just, like, cutting chunks of butter and eating it. Like, way more than you normally would have if you're making a sandwich or something. I don't think you're literally going, I'm having a little tiny, like, flick of butter and eating it. No, like, you would normally put on... I feel like he's literally getting, like, cubes of butter, just eating it. It would make me feel so sick. That my stomach would make me so... It made me feel so ill. Ill. Oh, no. Butter. I want some I want some gravy on my Weetabix. Please, Dunky Wunky girls. My nice roast Weetabix. God, silly. Right. buttered pickles, maybe. He doesn't even use a knife. He literally just scoops butter out with his fingers and just smears on his. Oh no, he's into splooshing. Next word, please. We need another word. Butter. We need another word. Ding. Sorry, my phone's just dinging for me. Go away. Shush. Be quiet. Let me put it on silent mode. Plums. Oh god, funerals. I'll type in funeral rather than funerals. Let's have a story about a dead woman. Flirting at a funeral. Okay, right. Oh, asshole! Oh, okay, we've got an asshole one. God, that's a lot of fucking... Okay, that's all, like, edit. We're not reading the edits. Right. You ready? You ready for this? Do you think there's an age limit to live to live Hello Kitty comic stitch? I love them all, but I get often side-eye because that's so... You're never too old to, like... I think it'd be weird if people to like things like, I don't know, the Teletubbies, because that literally is for, like, infant children. But, like... You're never... I don't think you're ever too old to like things, as long as you're not obviously weird about it, being like, oh, I eat my dolls. Like, you're never too old to like things. Anyway. Like, if I was to watch Play Days, it'd be a bit weird. Like, watching literally things that's like, A, B, C, D. Like, obviously then it's a bit strange, but no. Hi, guys. Hello. Okay. Because, throwaway, because my friend follows my main and could see this, but thankfully, she has no idea this subreddit exists. Recently, I, 23 male, went to a funeral of my best friend Ashley's dad. She's 24. Neutral, death, COVID not involved. Oh, I guess this is around a COVID story. This event took place in 2 days, with the vigil starting one afternoon, lasting most of the night, and the next morning, the actual funeral and mass were done the next day, beginning 12 a.m. 12 m? Midday. This has been a long process for Ashley. Ashley. I have been there for her through all these weeks and plan to do the same during the service, especially since she asked me to be there. Problem is, when it all began, Ashley was so busy with everyone else, I was not able to even get close. One moment she was with her mum, then she was with her sister, then her uncle, and then with her aunt, then with her grandparents, so on and so forth. And I am not saying this out of spite. I mean, it was obvious that this was going to happen, but I don't blame her even for I don't think something bad. Better for her because she had a family support. I tell you this so that you understand that I ended up having a ton of free time in the place where I was surrounded by total strangers. I only knew Ashley for her mum. I was for her mum and sister, no one else. I was not going to leave her alone in case I was required. So there I was, bored as hell. When I opened a dating app. Imagine okay, you're on a dating app. Like, maybe let's not go on a dating app on a funeral. Okay. Opened a dating app on my phone. Select the profiles a distance. Surprise, there was another dude nearby, really nearby, 7 meters, 22 feet apart. I feel like that's a bit weird. I think I shouldn't literally tell you meters away. That's a bit strange. I say, hi. He answered, and well, long story short, he was Ashley's cousin Blake, who's 20, the son of her dad's eldest sister. Because they live in another city, Blake was not really close to his uncle, and like me, he was more bored than sad. We moved our chat from the app to real life, and we spent the rest of the night getting to know each other and flirting a little. No kissing or anything else, just to be clear. All while his mum and Ashley were busy with, well, the deceased. Busy with, well, the deceased. Next day, it was more of the same. We exchanged contact information before parting ways. This was almost a week ago, and Blake and I still talk. A lot actually, and we've tagged each other Insta post. Well, Ashley saw them, and you can guess what her reaction. She was extremely mad at us, saying that with complete lack of respect, that we met on her dad's funeral, that it was rude, gross, disturbing, and a lot of other adjectives that I can't remember right now. Also, she is ignoring me, although I'm not blocked from her social media. Honestly, it's not like we effed in the ceremony. We were just talking, but I'm obviously biased. So guys, AmITheA-Hole. So the consensus here says you're an asshole. I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree, you know? Like, if they went and, like, effed in the side or something, I'd be that's a bit weird. But, like, if they were just kind of chatting, I don't know. I don't feel like he's not, I don't feel like this isn't the arsehole. They were just, like, talking. I think going on a dating app is a bit weird. I think if you're in a funeral, it's a bit weird to go on a dating app. But, like, if you're kind of just on your own for most of the time, and, like, you're just chatting with this person, I don't know. I find it... They were just talking also, as long as they didn't do anything like, yeah, they didn't feel understandable, uncomfortable. 2 adults at a funeral as support, yeah, I don't know. Depends if it's a hookup app or not, yeah. What? I don't know about hookup apps when it comes to straight stuff. Is there like a straight version of Grindr for like straight people? I don't know. I don't know if I think she's an arsehole. Yeah, unless there's like other things left out of the story. I don't know. I just feel like it's a bit... Is Tinder actually just the hookup app for straight people? Is that actually what it is? Yeah, so people expect her to just sit in the corner. This is the thing. I feel like I would only be on their side if, like, she was kind of, like, ditching her friend to go and just, like, chat with this guy. But if the friend was all there, and, like, I would understand as well if, like, if those two then sort of left the funeral or the service or anything to go off and do their own thing, or if they were, like, isolating themselves from the group so that the friend couldn't find her. Like, if they're still literally, like, around everyone... If you just... I think the dating app thing was a bit weird, but, like, if you're just sort of chatting to someone... Like, yeah, I don't think... I think arsehole is a strong word. I feel like it's, like, you were maybe slightly, like, weird to go on an app, but, like, you just kind of chatted with someone who was there at the wedding. So if you didn't meet this person on the app, and you just sort of spoke to them anyway because they were at the wedding, would you still be an arsehole? I don't know. Are they both male? Oh, wait, are they both guys? Did I... Oh, they are. It's him. Oh. Gays. So it's probably Grindr. Yeah, maybe not go... Okay, arsehole. Grindr. No, you're not going to go to Grindr at a wedding. Absolutely not. Oh, God. That bit of information slipped my mind. So I've changed my mind. Yeah, if you were on Grindr, that is obscene. Like, that is obscene to go on Grindr. I mean, we're making completely assumptions. He said a dating app. Grindr is not a dating app. And I feel like everybody knows that. So maybe it really wasn't Grindr. Maybe it was something else. Maybe it was like Bumble or Tinder or one of the other ones. Or what I don't know. Did I say wedding? My Don't go on Grindr at a funeral. Stupid. Did the comments clock them? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this story took a turn, didn't it? Jesus Christ. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of, like, things here that kind of feels a bit I'm not really too sure about. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. No, see? Yeah. Poles for holes? That's disgusting. Are you making a joke because the other two ones are real? Is poles for holes actually real? No, that's not real. That's not real, is it? Poles for holes? No, that's disgusting. What an utterly obscene app name if that was real. Vile. Absolutely disgusting. Christian Mingle, yeah. What was it? What's that one? Ashley Madison. Stupid. They use the family cloth. Right. Do we have time? Yeah, we have less time for another one. So I need another word, please. More words. Word to play. Call me daddy. Can I have another word, please? We are not talking about farming. Absolutely not. Doctor. That'd be good. We have a doctor. Is there a doctor in the balcony, ladies? Doctor. Okay. I guess we'll just do the top one. Jesus. Am I the a-hole for not having let my wife speak her mind to a doctor? Oh, God, here we go. Doctor, my pussy's on too tight. Me, 37 male, and my wife, 35 female, have a 15th-month-old son. We have had to be running some tests at the hospital to check for condition. Everything is being coordinated by a neurocologist. Neuronologist. Is that for like things like epilepsy and stuff? Neurodivergence things like neurologist. I don't know what I can't say that word. Big words. She referred us to an orthopedist. Oh God, this is the wrong one. God, this is the wrong one to fucking. This is the wrong one to say, isn't it? Who then asked for a blood test additional to the other blood tests that were being done for him as requested by the for God's sake. Jesus Christ. We mentioned the word again. The other apparently it's for like brain cancer. Jesus. The other for the blood test from the orthopedist. She took the original and said that since please put paragraphs in this damn thing. Since they had to take my son's vein in order to sedate him for the MRI, they could use that to already take the blood for the test that was the orthopedist asked for up there. All is well, except for the fact that taking the vein from my son was particularly difficult. He was resisting and especially hard to handle for him and for us as parents as well. Fast forward about a week and I called the I can't say that word on the phone to see if it results from the test to come in order to make an appointment with the orthopedist already. To this, she answered that now she remembers that she took the order but lost it. Jeez, she took the order but lost it. So the test wasn't made. Then she tried to tell me that I was also didn't remember her from the fact that tests had been done. What? To which I replied that it's not my job to keep track of tests that are being done to him. Assuming everything is coordinated by her and trusting she keeps everything on file. My wife then is overhearing this conversation, which makes her extremely angry, and she keeps asking me to let her on the phone so she can speak to the word. I can't say neurocologist. I refused to let her take over the call because I was already taking care of it in a way I considered it should be handled. B, it seemed my wife wanted to go nuclear and telling the neurocologist how big of an F up this was, how incompetent she is, etc., etc. I hardly believed. I honestly believe that her talking to the neurocologist would have been nothing to improve the situation other than maybe bringing her some outlet to vent her anger. It's been almost a week since it happened and we just had a fight about it because we're not only disagreeing on how things were handled on our end, but my wife feels like I betrayed her as a partner and a co-parent. So am I the a-hole for not letting her talk to the doctor? If I am, I will not hesitate to apologize, but I honestly can't see what I'm doing is wrong. I appreciate anyone's perspective. What do you guys think? Ew, divorce. Wow. This is a tricky one because, like, I'm very unserious and jokey and fun. And if we're talking about something literally like the sea of the brain, I would go utterly insane at the phone at this doctor. Like, we're not talking about, I don't know, the blood test because you wondered if, like, what was, I don't know, a sugar level that you can just quickly redo, I don't know. But, like, if it's literally to do with brain stuff, that is so, like, what? I don't know. I just feel like they're normally you'd be like, oh, don't be a Karen on the phone. But literally, this isn't just like, oh, I don't know, you lost my paperwork that was for my contact lens. I don't know, something that could be easily redone. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Taxidermy. Taxidermy. Yeah, taxidermy. I just think with this stuff, it's very sensitive, and I feel like I don't know if like the asshole is the right word. I feel like you're both trying to handle a situation that is incredibly stressful, and I don't think it's so much of you're an asshole. But I don't think you've like, I think your wife might be overreacting with the whole like you've betrayed me. I don't think that's correct. I don't think you've betrayed her, but I understand why she'd be annoyed that you didn't let her talk to the doctor. Yeah, I feel like they both didn't deal with it great. I feel like maybe she would have been maybe a little bit too much and he wasn't being enough. Like, it's kind of like both extremes where there needs to be like a middle ground where you can be a lot more firmer. But they're doing it in like ways that maybe isn't helpful. I feel like he wasn't being enough and she was probably being a little bit too much maybe. Do you know what I mean? It was kind of just, I don't know. Anyway, should we move on? This is very, doctor was an interesting one. Taxidermy. Okay. Am I the a-hole for putting taxidermy in my home office? Would I be the a-hole if I refused to allow my girlfriend to taxidermy one of her cats? Oh my god. God, there's a lot here. What one shall I do? This one's a lot. This is actually, there's quite a few like interesting titles here. Oh god, I got an itchy eye. Itchy eyeball, girls. Oh my god, the last one's actually quite extra. Got my dog taxidermy. Jesus Christ. Okay, we'll do this one. Okay, this is short. We can do two. This is actually quite a short one. Wow, okay. Am I the a-hole for not appreciating that my girlfriend got my dog taxidermied? I, 58, had a Jack Russell. Oh, I love Jack Russells. Pass away while I was out of town. He was an old man and he didn't really do much besides lay on his bed in my bed and offer his baby. My girlfriend, 54, thought it would be a good idea to get him stuffed and mounted, posed, curled up like he was sleeping. I guess it was something her dad did with his old dog. Anyway, when I got home, I asked her where she put his remains. I was going to take them and off the leash park where he walked and spread them in the bushes he loved going through. That sounds really lovely. She told me what she did, and I guess I made a face because she could tell I wasn't happy. She said he could just lay on his old spot. I said thank you, but she is mad at me for not being more grateful for such a thoughtful act on her part. Edit, okay, I have to be fair. He was our dog. She's Hungarian and have no idea if this is common there. I was getting the remains of my dog back. We spoke about him being cremated. Like, I'm a new pet owner, so it's very, like, I love my pets to death, obviously, and I'd be really sad if something happened, but obviously I think it's very different if you've had a pet for your, like, whole life. Obviously, I'd be very sad if my cats were to disappear now, but I feel like in 10 years' time, you know, when you have pets, obviously you have to realize that you are going to outlive them, which is sad things. So, like, in 10 years' time, the idea of one of them, at that point, the idea of one of them not being there would be incredibly distraught. Like, be awful to think about. I don't even want to think about that yet, because I've got at least, 10 plus years left with at least one of them, because Lingo is a bit older than Globex. But I feel like taxidermying is... There are some things you could do. You could get like a memorial thing for him and give it to your partner as a present. You could get a lovely portrait made of the dog and give it as a present. You can, give him a collar that had like a very specific detailing on and be like, you could put this on your side to remember. Like, those things are beautiful gifts. To actually get like the remains of the animal and taxidermy it and then give it to the owner. Also, taxidermy is an incredibly difficult thing to really get right. My friend Will, his dad, back when he was working, was actually a taxidermist, and I watched a lot of the stuff that he was doing. And he was doing like it was for museums, so he was doing like birds and animals for museums and stuff. And watching him do it was so intense to see like the delicateness that you had to do to make the animal actually look the way that it should look. So it might have even looked a bit weird. I just feel like that goes to a next level of thing where it's a bit strange, and that is a very odd thing to do without getting consent. Suddenly, like, to have the stuffed... especially in your mind, if you've already gone, we're going to have the remains as ashes, like you've already discussed it. But yeah, I'm getting remains of my dog back. We spoke, he's being cremated. Like, if you, like, that, I feel like that, I don't know. It's difficult, because if it was her dog as well, I can understand maybe the connection as well. But if she did it and said to him, now he can sit underneath you all the time at work, I don't know. I would never do this. I could never have that idea. I'm the kind of person that, like, I don't feel like it's very healthy for you to have that, because I feel like you're not really moving on. And it's like, I'm not saying you have to forget this person or forget. It's the same with people, like, oh, bad relationships. Like, I just think for that time, I think to have the animal still there, knowing that it can't interact with you anymore, but it looks and sort of feels the same, I don't know if that's very good for your heart. I don't think that's very... And maybe some people can have it and get on with it and stuff, but I think that is a consent thing. That definitely needs to be something that you have spoken about. Like, just to bring... If someone did that to me, even like, again, if Globex was to suddenly die now and someone gave him to me taxidermied, I'd be like, this is fucking weird. Like, that would make me feel really uncomfortable. I'd be like, this is such a strange thing to do to someone. I don't know. Yeah, it's all about communication. Yeah, I don't think she was... I think she was just really ignorant. There was like a slight thoughtlessness there, that you haven't really thought about what this is. You've just gone, this would be a nice thing to do. So you might not have intentionally disliked, as with malice, you've done something that has like an equal level of like kind of shocking idiocy. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Strange. Yeah, I don't know. It's very strange. Yeah, or like, yeah, we're gonna book a tattoo session to go get like the paw of the dog tattooed on you, or his name. Like, there could have been so many different ways that you could have done that. You could have got him like a voucher for a, a tattoo artist that maybe you can get the portrait of him like tattooed on you somewhere. Like, there are so many different ways you could do, but perhaps good intentions, but absolute cause harm. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, what's another taxidermy one that's not about? I don't want to have taxidermy one of her cats. Let's not do set. It's about AmITheA-Hole taxidermy. Oh, it's an arsehole. Oh, arsehole. So AmITheA-Hole are putting taxidermy in my home office. For context, I live in a house that my girlfriend owns. I pay a share of the rent equal to what I used to pay when we were sharing an apartment together. My girlfriend is vegetarian and has never been an issue before. I started eating mostly vegetarian simply because it's easier, but she doesn't mind if I cook meat, etc. in the house. This week, I was gifted a beautiful taxidermy kudu. What's a kudu? Let me just hang on. What is a kudu? What is a kudu? What is a kudu? How to spell Kudu? Oh, it's like a type of deer. It's like a deer with like a massive antlers. A deer like a bison. So he was given this code, girls. Okay, so where was I? Sorry, where was the stupid? Okay, so give it a head from my father. I decided to put it up in my home office. My girlfriend is completely freaked out with it when she saw it. She said that it was a disrespectful thing to do to the animal. What? And that she didn't like looking at it. I told her that since I didn't put it up in a common area, it's within my rights to have it there. She replied that since it's her house, she has the final say. Am I the a-hole or is she? Everyone's the... Oh, thanks everyone. Okay, but that's like a clarification. So, I don't mind... Taxidermy doesn't freak me out. Obviously, as long as it's like an ethical thing. Like, if you've just gone... Like, I don't agree with going to hunt animals for taxidermy. That's just stupid. Like, I don't necessarily how to... How do museums necessarily do museums just like find dead? Like, I don't know how they do it. Like, as long as it's like an ethical way of doing it, like you haven't just like hunted people. Taxidermy doesn't really bother me. I do think there's a slight red flag in this relationship in a way that she says it's her house, so she has the final say. I think there's something in that sentence there that goes, if you have decided to merge your life with someone else, even if it's your original house and you're together with someone, you can't then use things like, well, this is my house, I have the final say, because I don't know, it feels a bit like, well, am I just like a housemate to you then? Like, it's no, there's something about that that's a bit like, I don't know, it feels a bit weird. Like, yeah, compromisable. Like, oh, so you don't mind moving in here all of a sudden, but well, this is actually my house and I can do what I want. You can't tell me what to do. It feels a little bit like that to me, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. I would see that. It doesn't feel like, because the thing is, I am a maximalist. Like, I am fully a maximalist. It's not taxidermy, but like, as you can see, if you've seen videos of my house and things, everything is, everything's just like crazy. So if I had a partner and I moved in with them and they wouldn't allow me to put anything up anywhere, that would be an issue. You have to be able to, if you're going to move in with someone, blend and compromise, and like both of you should be able to, especially if he's also paying, like if he wasn't paying anything into the house, maybe there's a slight more like, well, there's a slight difference there. But if he's paying, it feels a bit like you can't then be like, well, you can't put anything you want here. But I do think there's a... I think if he was to put a taxidermy thing in a common room, it would be an issue. I think if it's in his own office and she doesn't have to see it, I don't know. I don't think he's an arsehole. I don't know. I actually don't know, but I actually don't think he's an arsehole. I don't know. Taxidermy. Especially like, yeah, like not everything has to be, I don't know. If she's happy with him cooking meat in the house, I don't know. Yeah, it was also a gift. That's the thing. I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's a bit sucky with everyone here. I don't know. It's just that last thing that she said. It's her house. She has the final say. That's altering how I feel about the situation, because that to me feels like a red flag in the relationship. But, okay, so Rain, you've that's the perfect. They don't seem compatible if it's a real issue. If something like this is a real issue, like I feel like there are way more things that you can have arguments and things about when like a taxidermy deer head that like was gifted to you by the father and it's away from your sight. I don't know. But it, like, again, I understand if it was like in the kitchen, but if, I don't know. I feel that everyone's kind of a bit sucky here. I feel like everyone's being a bit sucky in their own little ways. I feel like everyone's being sucky, but I don't think you're a twat. I don't know. Yeah. Woof. Can you hear the dog barking outside? Woof, woof, woof. Where I live, every single evening, there are these dogs outside that are so awfully behaved, and every evening you just hear them screaming at each other. I'm like, can we please? Like, this is obscene. Like, can we not? Yeah. Well, this is the thing, undefined era. I think this is why I think everyone's a bit arseholey, because I think there should have been some discussion instead of just bringing it in, because you knew your wife was a vegetarian. But then I think everyone here is being a bit messy, shall we say? Right, we're gonna do one more, and then so we need one more word. This will be the final one we do for this video, and then I have to skedaddle. Should have known better, 'cause I miss you. Hey, tax, morgue, daddy, squatting. It's scuba school, toilet. Oh, no, I'm not doing toilet. I'm not doing toilet. Oh, no. Skibbity toilet. No, I'm not doing toilet. Toothpaste. That might give a good one. Should we do toothpaste? That might be good. Toothpaste. Okay, we'll do toothpaste. Okay. God. Empty toothpaste. Not letting my girlfriend use my... What? Am I the a-hole for putting ghost pepper extract in my toothpaste? Okay, right. Well, here goes, girls. One of my roommates has a history of using my stuff without asking. We are all in college and old enough to know not to get into other people's things. I noticed my toothpaste was going down really fast, so I confronted my roommate about it, and he was like, "Sorry, bruh, won't do it again, girl." Thing is, I've heard that line many times before, and I told him I'm going to spike my toothpaste one of these days. Don't tell me you're gonna do it. Well, I made a good on my promise. After I noticed my toothpaste continued to go down, I got some very concentrated ghost pepper extract, and I put a decent amount near the top of my toothpaste. Well, last night, I was walking down the hall, and I see my roommate bursting out of the bathroom, heading towards the kitchen. I follow him down there, and saw him downing a gallon of milk straight out of the container. I started laughing and said that now he should buy his own toothpaste. But then, buy his own toothpaste, girl. He looked at me and said, "What the F, dick?" He told his other roomies and a couple thought it was hilarious what I did. The other just said I was an asshole. What is the verdict here? First of all, Kate, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for being awesome. So many laughs. Like toothpaste brings up. Thank you for the super chat. So, I don't think you're the asshole, but I do think a ghost, isn't like the ghost pepper meant to be like the hottest one? Is ghost pepper like the hottest one? Because I feel like you could probably, because I don't know. Carolina Reaper is, because I just think, I mean, I'm not someone who steals people's toothpaste, but I would have severe I'm severely sensitive to like hot things. It makes me really unwell, and I just think, is stealing toothpaste enough to potentially like make someone severely unwell? I don't know. It's up there. I feel like, because if that was me, I feel like I would actually die. I don't think he's an asshole, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes, I'm sure he's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like personally it would just absolutely die. But I do think there is, I don't think he's an asshole. I don't know if I would just do ghost pepper. I think maybe I would do fish oil or something. I don't know. It just feels like, I find it interesting when people do this kind of stuff as adults, because so my friend Craig, one of his houses that he used to live in, the other housemate would never like buy toilet roll, and it was always him that had to buy it, to the stage where like he was literally like keeping the toilet roll in his bedroom because the other person just constantly used it. And toilet roll is quite expensive, and so like I can't believe you'd be a fully grown adult in this day and age and you wouldn't like buy toilet roll, like those kind of things. I'm like, can you grow up? And the things like toothpaste as well. Why? I'm really funny about my teeth. Like, I've always had a funny thing about, it's again about hygiene, that I buy quite expensive toothpaste, that the idea of someone stealing it would be really annoying because it's not cheap stuff. That family cloth. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's stupid. I don't know. But yeah, nice toilet roll is expensive. Like, if you want nice toilet roll, it's expensive. Silly. Naughty. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't, let's not steal people's stuff. I don't care, like, I think we're very different if he was like, look, I'm a little hard up. Do you mind if I just use the toothpaste a couple times and I'll give it back to you or whatever? But just literally just steal it. Like, sorry, bro. Won't do it again. And then you did. Family, not the family floss. Well, guys, we're well and truly aboard the trigger train. Choo-choo, speeding down the railway, about to crash off a cliff and plunge to our deaths. Bye! Oh, and my backtrack, Jesus Christ. Oh, squat for the ghost pepper Jesus. Oh, Jesus loved a good taxidermy deer head. Oh, Jesus loved a good Grinder hookup app at a funeral. He was on Grinder at his own crucifixion. Oh, yeah, this is absolutely bonkers. Oh, Miss Lingos is here. Yeah, that was absolutely insane. What was your most insane story from today? Please comment down below. What do you think was the most bonkers thing? If you are still watching this and you happen to watch the whole video, comment down below. bottom. Yeah, absolutely insane. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you happen to be here and you are new, subscribe. Make sure the like button, all the fun things, all of my social media links are down below, and check out all the next stuff on my channel coming up very soon. And yes, remember to follow my social media so you don't miss out on the next live shows, because of course I do these now and then. So make sure you follow me. You can see when the next lives are coming up. We're going to do a tattoo fail one very, very soon, because that's always been the fun ones. I also want to do a cursed images soon as well. We've not done cursed images and oddly terrifying for a long time as well. So that's going to be fun as well. But anyway, be fabulous, be amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be, and don't let any bitch that says you can't be you. Why is that? Because you don't steal your friend's stuff.